Hello and welcome back to Just Painted. Hey everybody, how's it going? And I wanted to give you guys a little update. And the update is on this airbrush that I've been using. And I did not a review, but a little show and tell, the last time. And I think I said that I was going to do a little update video probably on it. And I felt that I needed to do this because I'm very surprised with the outcome of this thing, because I didn't think that, because the airbrush was a little cheap, but I didn't know how it was going to turn out. And so it's, let me show you real quick. Let me switch over to the camera. And it's the Gaahleri Mobius 0.2 millimeter airbrush. And I bought two of them. I bought the 0.3 and the 0.2. And I've only been using this one. Okay. And the reason why I've been using mostly this one is just to test it, to see how I liked it and everything like that before I got into the other one. Now, yeah, this is more for detail, for the size of the needle, but I used it pretty much for everything, even for broad brushing, believe it or not. But the reason why is I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see what all the hoopla was about. Now, this is not a review, guys. I don't want to, I'm not a professional airbrush, painter or anything like that, but I think I could get my way around it pretty well as far as using the airbrushes and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk about it because the prices on these things are amazing, and I think for the price you're getting a really good airbrush. All right. Now there's subtle differences between both. Obviously, this one has a bigger needle and and things like that, but there might be some differences. I suggest that you guys go to the Gaahleri YouTube page, because they just put up a video on some questions and answers, especially on these two, and things that people were having problems with, but they were mostly user error. And because, some of the technology is a little new and things like that compared to other airbrushes that I'm used to. All right, and I had some questions about it, and they pretty much answered a couple of the questions in that video. I'll leave a link down below for that. All right, but I'm not being sponsored or paid or anything like that. I paid for these things when I bought them because they were having the launch for these, and they had a really good sale on it. I couldn't skip it, so I bought both, and and things like that. Let me tell you something, that I have a couple of videos up already using this. And I just finished another one just recently, just now. I'll show you the kit that I just painted. But, I really like it. All right. Now, I have other brushes that are also my favorites that I use. And we'll go over those a little bit, maybe compare them. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't want to make this too long or anything like that. I just wanted to go over. I have a couple videos that how I use this airbrush. And you guys can go back and look and see what I did with it, and I'll show you some pictures of the kits that I painted just recently. But this is all I've been using, and it's been phenomenal. Now I plan to use this one here for a little broader brushing and things like that, but for details, definitely this one. There's one problem that I have with this, and it's not their fault or anything like that. It's the trigger, the height of the trigger. For me, for my big hands, this is a little low. Okay. And I did send an email to Gaahleri to see if they were going to come out with a longer, taller trigger. And they said that they are. Not right away, but in the near future. So that's a good thing, because this is one of the things that I would like to upgrade. And the reason why, because I think I would feel a little bit more comfortable with a higher trigger. This is my Sotar. This is my first good airbrush that I ever bought, and I still love this airbrush. Don't get me wrong, guys. The Badger airbrushes are amazing, and the Sotar, I think, is their best one that they have, my opinion. All right, I own a couple different ones too, but the Sotar, and I just recently bought one. Ken from Badger was having a sale during Adepticon, and I picked another one up. Okay, because this is my original Sotar. This is like, I had this for a long time. I already changed a bunch of the seals and things like that, and stuff. But this is pretty beat up already. So but I did change the trigger on it. See how taller it is? The trigger on the Sotar was a lot lower, so I put this taller trigger, and I do have better control with a taller trigger. I think I would do a lot better with this one if it had a taller one too. Now, one of my other favorite airbrushes is the Infinity. All right, this is not a cheap airbrush. It's a very good airbrush. I love this airbrush. Don't get me wrong. Same thing with the Sotar. But lately I've been using this one, as this one is becoming my favorite right now. So there's a couple of reasons why. How close can I get to do detail and very fine airbrushing is amazing with this thing. All right, it has this valve regulator where you can control the flow of the pressure of the amount of air that you're feeding through your airbrush right through here. Okay, so you can have your compressor set at whatever, and then you can adjust it through here, and it does a pretty good job at that. Okay, and the ease of cleaning. I haven't stripped this thing down yet since I started using it. All I've been doing is just pushing through and cleaning and stuff like that, and this thing's just been a workhorse. I've been pushing like different colored paints, and if you watch my videos and stuff, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just like I do a quick cleaning, bum bum bum, push it through, and here we go. All right, but like I said, this thing has been really, really good. I really like it. I just wanted to give you guys an update on it. If you guys are interested, I think it's still going for like $70, which is still not bad price. All right, if they have a sale or whatever, I don't know. Maybe you could check out. But if you go to the Gaahleri website, I think that's what they're going for right now. All right, and you also could get parts for it and things like that if you need to. But it already comes with this is the one for the 0.2, and it comes. I think I went through it. You get the instruction booklet. You also get a breakdown in the box. Let me see, make sure the glare is not there. Of a breakdown of the whole thing. Okay. And also has a cap for your cup, which I have it somewhere around here with this mess. But it comes with lube to lubricate your airbrush, and also comes with extra seals and gaskets. Okay. And that's really cool, because if you ever need to change them, you have them here. Now, what I really suggest, if you are going to get multiple airbrushes, you can't switch the needles. They don't recommend that you do. And the reason why is because they're a little bit of a different build. You probably can get away with it, but they highly recommend that you don't. Okay. And if you look at watch that video that I'm going to leave a link down below for, you guys will find out exactly why. It's a beautiful airbrush. It's great presentation. Let me move this one on the side here real quick. Let's take a look at the 0.3. It's a little different than the 0.2. All right, I want to show you really quick. Sorry. So it comes, you got to attach the cup and everything. All right. This cup is a little bit bigger. Okay. Then the 0.2. Now you can exchange these cups if you want. That you can do. All right, which is cool. All right, it gives you a little option if you're going to use, but for a 0.2, you're not going to really use a whole lot of paint, I don't think, So, but there is a little different. If you can see, this one doesn't have the valve. Okay, and then some of the build inside for the for the airbrush looks also different. Also, you can see that the rear is a little different, okay, and things like that. And I haven't used this one yet. Obviously, you can still see it was in a box, but there are some subtle differences with it. Here is the and these are going to be totally different than the other one too, so you don't want to mix these up, okay. And I keep them inside, but it's a beautiful airbrush, guys. I really think that you guys should take a look. If you're looking for your first airbrush, the price, you can't go wrong with these. I'm not saying don't take a look at the other ones, because I talk about it all the time on my channel that the Soltar is one of my favorite airbrushes all around. Okay, it's a great all-around airbrush, and the reason for that is that you can change the needles very easily by also changing obviously the front tips and everything like that. But it comes in a kit, and you can change it up to, I think, 3 different sizes, if I'm not mistaken, for the Soltar, which gives you a little bit more of expandability on it, you know. So right now I got the thinnest one that they have here, which I think is a 0.2 also, and I do a lot of stuff with this one. It has a small cup and things like that, but I did order another one because that's how much I like it. All right, and it had a good sale, and I couldn't skip on the sale because I don't think I'll ever get the airbrush at that price. Okay, but the guys, this one here has been solid. It's been I have no complaints about it other than the trigger, which they are going to come out with a taller trigger, which I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, but this thing has been rock solid. All right, and if you guys watch my videos, here's one of the last kits that I just finished painting. Now I do paint ups. If you guys are new to the channel, you haven't seen this channel before, I do 3D printed, I do resin kits, I do a bunch of different stuff. I like to do larger kits, and I do like to do busts. All right, now this is a cast in resin. All right, and this is Christopher Lee and Carol Monroe in Dracula AD 1972. Oh, I think I still have a, yes I do. Yeah, there's a picture of it. All right, so there you go. And this came out very good. I love it. I just got done doing the blood a little while ago, and I finished the kit. I still got to do a little minor touch-ups here and there on it. All right, but this thing took all types of paints with no problem. Okay, I also painted I have my own release swan from the movie The Warriors, and what I'll do is I'll leave pictures here for it, so you guys can see the work that I did on that. And this thing, through the whole process of lately of my painting, has been rock solid and easy to clean in between your paint ups and colors and things like that. It's just and it's been just rock solid, man. I don't have nothing really bad to say about it other than the trigger. I wish it was a little bit higher, but like I said, they're coming out with something with some new ones eventually. They were really quick about answering my email too, and that, which I really appreciate that. And that tells you that these guys are dedicated to it. They have a bunch of different airbrushes. I bought this one because I saw somebody do a review on it, and I said, well, you know what, for the price, let me give it a try. And then they had a sale where I picked up both of these, and I'm happy that I did. Let me put it that way. All right, so like I said, you guys, if you guys are interested in starting up airbrushing, this is not a bad starter for you. All right, and if you're gonna go, try to, do some airbrushing, things like that, I'm not the one to teach you how to airbrush, but there are plenty of how to, to do airbrushing online and how to do stuff and things like that. And it's not. Don't be scared. It's really not that hard. It just takes practice. I always try to tell people, just do fine layers. You do layers at a time. You don't have to cake the paint down there. You just want to give it light layers and work your way up. And things like that. You don't have to cake it on and all that stuff like that. But guys, if you guys are interested, take a look at this. Do a little more research on your own if you want. But I recommend it. This is not like a review. Like, I'm not going to get paid for it or anything like that. But I just wanted to give these guys the props, because they did a really nice job with this. It's still dirty. Look at that. But this thing has been rock solid. Very easy to clean. Take apart and everything like that. If I want to do a really quick, you take this out and, look at all the paint that I got caked on it. All right, and it still shoots with no problem. All right, and this is the design of the nozzle that is different than any other nozzle I've ever seen. And I think this is the reason why it is so good. It's just the design they came up with, because this thing is like it's amazing. I love it. So I am going to have to do a deep cleaning on this eventually, but I have to get started with some other projects. I'll just probably give it a quick wash and a quick cleanup, and see how it goes, you know, until it needs it. I'll see how far I can take it, you know. But keep on watching the channel because I'm going to keep on using it and things like that. So if you guys want to see how it goes, but I am going to be posting the video on that Dracula pretty soon, and I got a couple other videos coming up too. So stay tuned. If you guys haven't never been to this channel before, take a look at some of the videos. I do a lot of how-tos and stuff like that. So and that's it, guys. I just wanted to give you a heads up on this one. All right, Gaahleri Mobius 0.2, great airbrush. I think it's a great airbrush for starters, for beginners. All right, you guys should take a look at it. I think it's rock solid, and I think it'll I think people will enjoy their first time using an airbrush by getting this. Okay, then you can move up to these. All right, I could do a lot of really fine detail with this airbrush. The same thing with this one, but this one right here, if you want to get into the real fine details, right? But you're gonna be spending money. This thing is expensive. All right, this one is like not that expensive either, and it's a solid airbrush. You know, I think it's a good overall airbrush, and like I said, you got versatility because you could change the needles on this one. All right, but I don't recommend that you guys swap needles with this on these. If you're gonna get this one or you're gonna get this one, it's totally up to you. I say this one is great because it's for detail. You're not gonna be doing overall airbrushing, but if you want to do more, you know, detail, like that whole bust was painted with this one. And my kit, the Swan, all right, from the Warriors, that was painted all with this. All right. So, and the next one that I'm going to be painting, I'm going to be using this one too. So, all right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you. And hit the like and subscribe down there. Don't forget. All right. And I appreciate you guys watching. All right. Peace.